Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Emily and I'm here for my not very weekly, I'm sorry, it's been like 9 days cross stitch update. I've done not very much stitching in the last 9 days, I have to admit. What I have got here, I'll obviously show you right now, but yeah, it's been a bit of a, I don't know, I've just not got very much done this week. I haven't seemed to have settled on to anything this week. So good news is I'm on day 1 of 10 days off work. I've done 3 long early shifts this week. I did the Sunday, Monday, I did Monday, Tuesday, had Wednesday off, and then did Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All of them were early shifts. So yeah, these last 3 we were very, very busy. It was Monday, Thursday, Good Friday, and Easter Saturday. Full on busy days. It is Easter Sunday. Happy Easter to anybody who is celebrating. It's consisted of us just basically giving the kids an Easter egg, and that's been the sum total of it. We haven't celebrated in any way, shape, or form. I am of no religion, so you know, for me this isn't a biggie. So it's fine. But there we go. So happy Easter to anybody who is that way inclined and has been celebrating today. I've seen lots of lovely starts of Donny Gelsinger's He Has Risen. Lots of people have started that today, so it's meaningful to those who do. I have given myself a little start, which I'll just show you right now. So, 12 years ago, I bought the full kit up of the Seasons Girls from Nick Moscow, and got this far with the Winter Girl. Oh, I've got a piece of card ready because I know the light's a bit shonky, but I've waited all day and it's now dark. So there's my Winter Girl, and she was in my problematic pile when I did my whip parade, because there was a large coffee stain here, which this morning I washed her, got the coffee stain out of her, took it out of the little oval frame it was in, and put it in the Q-snap. And I'm using and I'd also mislaid the threads, which I have found. Here is my Nick Moscow threads, which came on their little thread card, plaited up with some string around the bottom. So found the threads. That was one of the problems, and the other problem was the coffee stain, which I have washed out. So there's where I got to on the Winter Girl. So I've done some of her, and this is on a piece of 36 count granite Lakeside Needlecraft fabric. So I've started spring, and there's my little start. The spring is very pretty. If I can find a decent picture of it, I will insert a picture of what she's going to look like. The piece of fabric is big enough to do all 4 of them, and then I'll put them in those little oval frames that I had her in during my whip parade. But right now she's back in a Q-snap here, and I just started the spring. So I've done the skin of the face, and I'm just working on the greens of her dress. She's very pretty. I just fancied starting something. It's already in my whip pile, so I just thought crack on, start it, because I'd found the threads, and that's good. So last week I was working on the Shannon Christine Designs, the little Christmassy things, Christmas stamps, and I think it was winter stamps I was working on. And when I did my video, I was here. I am now here. So I have only completely finished off this one here that had I used winter white on this one. There's winter white on this one and winter white on this one. All the rest of them are B5200, which is what it's meant to be, but I couldn't find it at the time in Flossmas. So I finished the little Santa hat. That one's done. And I've done quite a bit more of this one, which is a little Christmas tree. And I've done all the white and some of the green of this little hot cocoa. This one here is as well. This one's a cup as well, I believe. Or it might be a tree. I can't remember now. I can have a look. It is so these ones I've not moved. Oh, it's 2 baubles, I think. No, I haven't. This is one of the other ones. Hang on, other one. Up. Yes, it's another cup of cocoa. That one there will be another cup of cocoa. So there's nearly 4.5 there of the 12. So I've done some, which is okay. That's now going away in my put it away for a bit box, which I've just done, because I've just got my Seasons Girls out instead, which I'm going to work on now for as long as I can, as long as I really want to. So other than that, I've not done very much. I'll be perfectly honest, my stitching's not been very high. I did pull out New Normal, which I've been working on just a tiny little bit. I might have to pull this. Oh, I'll pull this from the long dog. So there's the picture of where the New Normal was when I picked it up, and I've not done very much, to be perfectly honest. All I've done is a little bit of this here. I've finished off the thread. I had a thread going of this pink here and couldn't find any more of that, and I was like, can't find it. So I picked up this and did a bit more of this bubble here, but this is like a keyhole shaped piece here, so that bit there needs filling up. I finally frogged out the little woodpecker that was the wrong colour, the wrong tone, and I've stitched him back in a different tone, which goes much better. And oh, I've left them downstairs. The thread for this I found, and it's actually, I'm using it in Gone to Pieces. That's why I couldn't, why it wasn't in my box with all the others, is it's hanging off the thread holder for Gone to Pieces. So that's that colour there. That's that colour there because I couldn't find it, and now I've located it because that's where it's hiding. So that's fine. So other than that, sorry, my stitching's just behind me, that's why I keep looking at it. Other than that, I've been working on putting in 823 into the key, and I'm basically colour completing this, and I had 2,000 stitches to go of 823, and now I've got a little over 1,700, so I've put in a whopping 300 stitches into this piece. And basically I've put in the 823 down here to the bottom. This is the bottom of the piece here, where the bottom of the key is, and I've basically put in the 823 down to the bottom here, and I'm going that way now. So I'll now go around, and anywhere where there's 823, it's already got the 310 completed. So the 823 is basically around the 310 mostly. So I'm just carrying on now and again, putting in a strand here and a strand there. There's another little one there that I need to put in. So of my key, which is here. There's the dragon. He's lovely. And he's hanging off the key, which is there. So I'm just getting along with him. I'm finishing off the 823, and then we'll see where I go with it from there. I might well change up and do some fill-in of more than just one colour for a bit, but that will be the second colour that I've set to and colour completed on the entire piece, rather than just stitching little tiny bits here and there. I can't show you where I was before picture of that because it's such a big piece, you can't, and I'm not filling in a set space like I do with my treasure hunt bookshelf. I'm just colour completing, so it's just gradually filling in a little bit. But I've done 300 or so stitches into that, so that's okay. Yeah, what else? Oh, big boy, treasure hunt bookshelf. My bag is marvellous. So I still haven't moved the Q-snap. I did move the Q-snap, but only to reach a few stitches up. So my treasure hunt bookshelf, I've completed my stitches for the month. I mean, it is the last day of the month now, but I finished this 2 days ago. I finished my stitches for the month. Last time I recorded, it looked like this, and I said I would fill in the fan thing, and this time it looks like, oh, the colour's gone a bit wobbly. This time it looks like this. So I have indeed filled in these stitches here and a few extra little bits and bobs here and there, and my stitches for the month are complete. So another 7,000 stitches have gone into this, which is jolly good because I'm always really pleased to get my stitches in here. And I thought I needed, I've got a colour missing in my master set, and I was adamant that I knew what colour it was, so I went into Hobbycraft and bought 2 skeins of it, only to find that I bought 415 when in fact I do not have a skein of 413 anywhere. So I'll stop in and get a 413 because the gaps here, these little white gaps, these bright white gaps here, this is 413 and I need to fill it in. And when I got it, and it looked kind of dark here. I thought that looked like kind of dark, and this is 415 is kind of light. And I will use these in the key, don't worry, I've got plenty of use for these. And I also got myself, for good measure, a 414. What I didn't get was a 413 because I got 415 instead because I'm silly. So I need to go and get one of those, but it's no problem. I just couldn't get one today because the shops are shut today because it's Easter Sunday and it's one of 2 days of the year when all the shops are shut. So there we go. Really pleased with that. That's my current progress, and I don't know what I'm going to do for the next month. I'm going to see. I kind of want to fill in some gaps, but equally I need to do big chunks of stitching to get my 7,000 stitches in. So we'll see where it goes. And with that, I think that's all the stitching. Yeah, what else have I done this week? This week I have made some springy needle minders, and I've got 2 here to give away for the please back up your pattern keeper video. I've got 2 to give away for last video, which I had a lovely response to, thank you very much. And a giveaway today, because it's Easter Sunday, and I know I've missed the boat with Easter and I should have given this away last week, but I've got a pattern and a needle minder to give away on this video. So comment on this video and next video I'll draw for this. Now this is from a designer who I've never come across before, and it's called the Artsy Housewife, and I was gifted quite a lot of these patterns and I quite like them. There's a couple of them that I will keep and stitch myself and a couple that I will give away, and I've had permission to sell these patterns on if I don't want them, but I thought I would rather give them away to my subscribers. So if you would like to be in the dip to win this pattern, just leave the word Easter in the comments, and it looks like this. It's called Coffee and Eggs, and here is Spring Bunny needle minder. The colour is really bad on this video, I'm sorry guys, the light's really bad. So it's a bunny shape, it's a wooden bunny shape with a spring tree in blossom, and you've got 2 sheeps and a little white bunny. And it's my usual kind of shtick. It's got a cabochon on the back and it's been resined, so it's nice and shiny. So that's this draw. That picture there is possibly that's like a mock-up picture there. But that's it, actually a stitched model on the front of the picture there. Sorry, it's very shiny in the plastic. I haven't opened these at all. But this is, there we go, Coffee and Eggs, the Artsy Housewife. And I really like it. And it's up my street, but it's Eastery, so I thought I'll give it away on Easter. And then there is a needle minder as well. So leave the word Easter and I will draw for it in next week's video, or the video I make after next weekend. It'll be Monday or Tuesday I make my next video, for sure. For sure, because I've now got 10 days off work. Today's day number 1, and on Friday, Saturday and Sunday we're going to be down seeing Maddie in Cambridge. I'm taking both my other girls with me, and we're going to go down and see Maddie because I haven't seen her since I took her back in January. and I really want to see her. And she isn't coming up home because she's getting her finals soon and needs to work. So yeah, so I'll draw for that probably Monday or Tuesday next week, whenever it is I pop on to do a video. I'm back to work Wednesday next week, not the week coming, but the week after that. So I've got a good chunk off, which I think I really need. It's hard work, and yeah, just got to keep at it. So this week we've got a nice quiet day tomorrow, and then on Tuesday we're going to my old house and taking down the greenhouse and getting everything ready, because on Wednesday we've got a van, and Wednesday is big stuff moving day. So my 3808 sofa is moving here, my dad's table is moving here, and my beautiful settle is moving here, as well as a greenhouse and my chest of drawers and other bits and pieces that just need to be here and not there. It's getting very real now that I'm permanently moving here, which is wonderful because we are loving being here. It's so lovely. It's so lovely. So that's good. And then that's Wednesday, and then on Thursday me and the girls will be back here with an early night, because Friday morning we're heading down to Cambridge. So that's basically my week gone. Basically my whole week gone. So anyway, that's the plans for the week, which is lovely. And then Monday and Tuesday I'm literally going to be powered down. I'm going to just have a nice chill 2 days before going back to work on the Wednesday. And then it's just hit the ground running again and work and back to normal. But it'd be very nice to have this bit of time off. So I've got obviously 4 needle minders to give away here. So I've got a burb. I'm going to put them on the white. It's just really bad lighting. I'm really sorry. I haven't thought to rig up any other lighting because the lighting's really good in here. But the light is different on my phone than it is on my tablet. But I know the quality is better on my phone. So I've got a bird and a heart and a heart and a bunny. And that one's got 3 bunnies. I just painted them. So some of them have got bunnies, some of them have got white bunnies, some of them have got brown bunnies, some of them have got sheeps. That one's got bunnies. There is a pile of these that will be going live in my Etsy shop very shortly. These are the spring ones to go with the Flossmas ones that we did over Flossmas, and they were giveaways and buyees. So I'm giving away 5, and I'm going to give away 5. I'm just pulling up the right video and keep some. This one here. So I need to copy the link for this one. Share, copy link, copied. Okay, so this is from the video. That is from when my pattern keeper went wonky shonky. I'm using my old phone here because I'm still using it for all sorts. Random comment. Picker. There we go. Comment picker. Is this the one I use? This one will do. Come on. Just waiting for it to load. This one's got ads. YouTube comment picker. Oh my god, I've got to pay for what? This isn't the one I want to use. Go back. This might be better. Yes, this is the one I've used before. Fetch. Continue. Oh, 128 comments. Right, I'm going to pick 2 from this. For this, the birds first and then the heart. Okay, So pick a winner. Oh, can't see that at all. Okay. Oh, I know I need to turn the brightness. Oh, I'm not doing very well here, am I? Settings, display, brightness, turn the brightness down was the advice I had. There we go. It's MVC. There we go. MVC. You've won the, I'll put a screenshot of that up here so you can see that it's you. And I'm writing MVC. And let's pick another winner. And this one is Count Kane 48. There we go. So you've won the little heart. So it's Count. I'll do exactly the same. I'll put a screenshot up of it while I'm talking. Count Kane 48. There. And now we'll go back into YouTube and pick the other video. Share, copy link. So that's my 2 from that video and 2 from the last video. Right, I've done that. So I've copied the link back into there. Let's get rid of that. Okay, we'll go back in there. Go back in again. I have to come out and come back. Paste your link. Paste. Fetch. 99 comments, which is good. So this is from last video, my really rambly long video, which I appreciate. I've just spent 2 minutes not talking at all, but I'm trying to work my old phone here. Right, so 2 people from this one. So, and we've got Holly Lilies 4060, and she's a knotter. So she sent me 2 messages. So the second one was like, P.S. Shh, I'm a knotter. And everyone, lots of people have had so many wonderful comments about this. So Holly Lilies 4060. I'll put your screenshot up so you can see that it's you. And then we'll pick another one. Okay, pick another one. Pick another one. And it's Deborah Wiley 613. Oh, I actually answered you. She's asked me where I got my, oh, I'm using it. My double-sided, I'm actually got my phone propped up on it, my double-sided DMC floss box, which I just got from Amazon. So that's Deborah Wiley 613. So those are my 4 winners. So I'm just going to screenshot that. There we go. That's the housekeeping done. So I've got my 4 winners there. I've written your names down so I know whose needleminder belongs to which person, because that's the other thing I'm terrible at, is getting things right. Much better. We did get all of Flossmas's giveaways out right, didn't we? We did well with that. And there's coffee and eggs. Just use the word Easter in the comments and you'll be entered into the dip when I do my next video. I always used to give a needleminder or something away, didn't I? I always did. And I got out of practice with it really, but after doing 120 odd videos, it's a lot of stuff to give away. But anyway, there's 4 giveaways going out there, 2 from one video, 2 from another, which is fair. I think, seeing as I had so many lovely comments, such a good response to the last video, so many people saying, yes, it's our hobby, there's no rules. The cross-stitch police can basically do one, and they can, but I have to stay away from the Facebook. I look at the Facebook, mostly I'm in Long Dog Samplers, there's no bad stuff there, and Full Coverage Fanatics, which is always lovely, and a Haid group, which is lovely. The one I'm in that I find problematic comments that are cross-stitch police based is cross-stitch fans in the UK, which I joined because there was a selling group linked to it, and you had to be in both groups to be able to look at the selling group. Yeah, that's problematic sometimes for me personally, because people ask things and other people jump on them. But you know, we're all good. It's our own hobbies, and that's the general consensus: is you do you, which is wonderful. Let's all just do it our own way, in our own way. I have a 14 count Haid. I have a 20 count Haid. I've got 25 count Haids. I've got a 16 count full coverage, which isn't a Haid, but it's my mermaid, my Ariel, Mandy Manzano Ariel, which is a fully licensed pattern, but could equally very easily have been a pirate, and I would have bought it because I loved it. I was just very lucky that the person who chartered it had full permission to do it and said very clearly in their bump, and that's all we can go by. That's all we can go by. I too try not to buy pirated patterns. The patterns that I've bought from the tapestry market, which were my printed kits, are either Disney pictures, Disney artwork, obviously not done by Disney, but Disney like fan artwork, or Studio Ghibli ones. I don't think I got anything else because they were specific. They're for specific people in my family who like the specific movie and things like that. So that's why I got those, and I've never seen them anywhere else. So hey ho, I would never buy the 11 count treasure hunt bookshelf picture, for example. Obviously, I'm not. You know, I wouldn't have done that. I try not to buy anything that is obviously ripped off, but I don't see any problem in a printed kit. I don't see any problem in doing a Haid your own way. I see no problem in kitting a full Haid before you start it. Good on you. You know, I just work from a master set, which works for me, and it's whatever works for you. And yes, I tie knots. I tie knot in every single thread that I thread. And what I do is, here is a length of 823, which is already knotted up because it's me and it's been in a knot and a tangle. Just so you know, when I say I tie knots, I'm not talking waist knots. I'm not talking something I cut out later. Oh my God, I've got a right old tangle here. My work is littered with knots. So I thread my needle like so. I then do what my mum showed me to do. I lick my middle finger, I pinch, I wrap it round my finger once, I roll, and then I pull it with my nail, and I've got a knot at the end of that thread. That is my knot. I will then come up from behind the hole I want to start my stitch in. That stays on the back of my work. When I say I tie knots, that's what I mean. It's not a waist knot, it is an every thread knot. And the back of my work, guys, it looks like this. It's textural. There they are, you can see them. But the back of all of my work, I carry threads too. I will carry a thread. Oh my goodness me, bear in mind this is 14 count. There, I carry threads as far as I need to. And I have no guilt, I have no remorse. I've got a length of 310 or 823 just sitting in it there. You know, I do whatever's necessary to get my thread from where it is to where I want it. It is a messy odd job, but you know what? When you turn it round the other way, those stitches are beautiful. And you'd never know what's going on behind the scenes. I really must fill in these gaps. You'd never know. And that's the joy of this. We each do it our own way. Some people, they can't work in that messy manner. They just can't. And that's fine. I can, because my brain's messy. and I run to chaos. The strain I am is chaos, and I'm good with that. I will be tidy chaos here for sure. But anyway, guys, I had such a good response to that last video. Really lovely. Thank you so much, everyone being kind. As long as we're kind to each other, we're good. I have a human outside that door. I can hear it. It's not one of my humans. Somebody else. Anyway, comment down below if you want to win the pretty pattern, the Easter pattern. And that's about me. Coming up this week, I'm going to try and get a lot of stitching done. I don't yet know quite what I'm going to be stitching on. I will show you in my next video. We will see. Right, guys, I will catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Hi guys, I totally forgot Down Under Blues. Thank you so much to the people who've reached out to me. I did check Lakeside Needlecraft about 2 days before I made my video. I did check, honestly, but in the space of the 2 days it took me to make my video, they had miraculously found 2 skeins, and we went from none in stock to 2 in stock. We're back to none in stock because I have them in my hand. I have 2 Down Under Blues, and there is some coming to me from the States, so yay. And thank you very much to anyone who got in touch to say, you do know Lakeside's got some, don't you? I was like, well, they didn't, and now they do, and now they don't because I've got them, they're mine. So in my package also, I got some new replacement clamps for my R&R frames, which are my answer to Q-snaps, because this is what Hobbycraft used to sell. So this is what I started off buying, these R&R frames, and they're exactly the same as a Q-snap, which is quite good, really. And these are these R&Rs, but some of them are so old. I've actually got 4 quite good ones on here, but some of my, I've got like 4 or 5 of these frames. Some of these clamps are so loose. Look, I have to share. So I've had to take one off here to put one good clamp on something else, so that they hold together on something else. Some of them are really old. And then I bought a different frame, again from Hobbycraft, which had these completely different shaped clamps, and 2 of them have completely split down the middle. You can hear it. You can hear it clicking and giving. So these have completely split. I've had to throw 2 in the bin. So I've bought myself some replacement clamps for my 11 by 11s, which is good. So I have some news, and I bought a piece of fabric. Now, if you go to their website, there's a section called, and I'm talking these people, Lakeside Needlecraft, marvellous. Based in the UK, it's not a brick and mortar store, but it has basically everything you need. I sometimes find the website a little glitchy. Sometimes it's perfect, and sometimes it's glitchy. Ordering my dinky dyes was so glitchy. It was like a really bad night, and it was like everything on the page does this, and I was like, I can't actually load the page. It was driving me mad because I'd click on what I thought was the right one and it would be a completely different colour because it had left that up there and it was going Anyway, sometimes it's absolutely perfect. If you go into fabric, it's got a section called, hang on a second, fabric. Yeah, oh no, that's threads. Hang on, fabric. Odd sizes cross stitch fabric. And you go in, and the page, it just basically says sale. And I got a piece of a 20 count. It's probably going to actually just be here. I got a piece of 20 count, 20 count, easy count white Ada. I think this is the piece I got because it's now showing out of stock. 37 by 134. So yes, this is the piece I have. It's now showing out of stock because it's in my hands. So I bought this. It's very long. Bear in mind it's 20 count. So she's done a custom cut probably for somebody, and this is off the side of the bolt, so it's longer than the whole width of the bolt. I've not got a selvage each side. I've got the selvage all down one side, and it's that wide. So I was going to put the little Dreamers tree on it, which I already have the pattern for. Still have the PDF because that's one of the ones that I had saved. And then I went and looked at Long Dog Sampler's new pattern, which I'll put a picture of here. It's called Jack Be Nimble, and I love it. And it's loosely a 300 by 300 pattern, which doesn't fit on this piece of fabric. I have no fabric it will fit on, because I didn't have any fabric it would fit on, because I want to cut it up, splice it up and stitch it in a big long line. So this piece of fabric was already on the way, and it's fortuitous because it fits. It will fit on this. It'll fit on half of this because it's only going to be about 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's only going to be this wide when I've finished what I'm doing to it. But it is going to be 1,000 stitches long. So it's going to be 1,000 by 100 instead of 300 by 300, if you see what I mean. So because each of the columns, I think I can cut them up and stack them. The 3 columns I'm going to stack, because it's such a clever pattern, and that's just what I fancied doing to it. I didn't see it as a 3-columned piece. I saw it as one long string. So fortuitously this was already on the way. Little Dreamers tree, let's be honest, even if I'd started it, I'd possibly never have finished it because it's massive. So let's use the fabric. I am going to be dyeing this fabric. Obviously this is 20 count white easy grid Ada. I will be dyeing it. So I'm going to cut it to size, overlock the edges with a, what do you call it, selvage? No, something else, serger. I'm going to serge the edges with my mum's overlocker that she's kind of given to me. Her 25-year-old Toyota works perfectly, overlocker. And I'm going to try ice dyeing because the big American fridge freezer in this house has an ice machine, which is super exciting. So I'm going to dye it, possibly blue, obviously blues and greens, and then we'll see what threads go on it. I was thinking of getting myself some nice silks, but you know what, it might just be 939. I'm thinking it's possibly just going to be 939 I stitch on it, but because it's 20 count I can use 1 strand. It's going to look really good, and I'm going to get going with that. I'm going to get on with that this week. I'm going to get the fabric cut and sorted and dyed this week, and then we'll just see. We'll see. But I'll show you as I sort out the pattern and everything. It's just like a completely new Long Dog project for me, because yeah, obviously I need one of those. Right guys, now I am going to go, because I completely forgot to say thanks to the people who reached out to me about the Down Under Blues. I do have them in hand, and I will have enough, because it is my favourite blue. I will have enough to be able to finish the projects I'm using it in and have some for specialty bits later. Righto, I will go now, and clocks went forwards last night, so we lost an hour. So it's 9:20 at night now, and it's really only 8:20. But been quite busy today, got lots done. I was going to record first thing this morning when the light was obviously brilliant, but then I had a lovely day. So hope everybody's had a lovely Easter. I'll see you Monday or Tuesday next week, and yeah, catch you soon guys. Thanks for watching me as always. Bye bye.